It's Peaches here, and this is Peaches Pit Party, the podcast. A lot of puh sounds with that title. A replay of today's full show, which you can hear weekday afternoons live on K-Bear 101. I hope you like what I have to say, and if not, well, then I'm sorry, not sorry. Enjoy. Why not play some Weird Al Yankovic, his latest track? As a matter of fact, Polka Mania. You hear that intro for Peaches' Pick of the Day right there, where it says, hey, Peaches could potentially play 4 minutes of polka music. And of course I did. That's right. It's been a weird day, weird past couple of weeks. Just before I hopped on the air here, I shared the video from, Yellowstone, that the Biscuit Basin exploded. And there's the video. There's only one video making the rounds on Facebook from the lady who was somehow recording right before the whole thing just went boom. I don't know if she's tied to it. You know, there could be some conspiracy theorists saying, hey, why are you just randomly recording all throughout Yellowstone? And then you're able to just capture this right as it happens. There's always those people putting crazy conspiracy theories online. And, I think she might have been recording herself hiking and then just cropped that little part where it explodes. But there's a lot of people in front of her. They all ran away. Josh Tyler from Classy 97 pointed out the worst article possible from this guy named Billy Arnold, who posted on jhnewsandguide.com. He's an environmental reporter. This is the whole article. On Tuesday, tourists clad in bucket hats and Converse sneakers were traipsing along the boardwalk in Biscuit Basin when a pool of hot water bubbling up from below the surface of the earth began rising up into the air. Some people stopped and started taking videos on their phones as the black cloud rose. Then rocks started falling from the sky. Onlookers took the advice from Vlada March, who is the lady who recorded the video. And that's the end of the article right there. There's the video is up on our Facebook page at K-Bear 101 FM if you want to see it. She said, hey, this has never happened before, but, you know, there are people debunking her saying, no, this actually happens all the time. Like, I just shared the video. And there's somebody who put in a link in our comments section of a 15-year-old article from YellowstoneInsider.com. Yeah, June 16th, 2009 was when this was uploaded to the internet. Hydrothermal explosions aren't rare in Yellowstone National Park. You expect one every few years. And sure enough, we got one. 208-535-1015 is the number to reach me. Got Avenged, Sevenfold, I Prevail, and more to continue our afternoon here together. It's Peaches Pit Party. This is one of those really dumb, just downright stupid radio surveys that they decide to put out there and expect radio shows to go in-depth about it, maybe even ask the audience a question, which right here it says phone topic. What's the best deal you've ever found? Call in. No, please don't call in for that. It says the headline says 42% of Americans love chatting about bargain finds. Only 42%. I thought it would be higher. That's typically the comment that would follow that headline there. You see it all the time on TikTok, Instagram Reels, those Costco cult followers, the ones that are extra for some reason enthusiastic about Costco. And what's even worse is that they'll post deals on their personal accounts saying, hey, you should get this giant bucket of peanut butter for only $20. 20 pounds of peanut butter for that much? Well, that is a good deal, but why would you need 20 pounds of peanut butter? And then you have those that even analyze the price tag saying, hey, if it ends in a 98, that means it's going to be discontinued soon. If it ends in a 99, it'll still be there. Get it while you can. Then you also have those that Costco father and son duo. They talk about the food all the time, the double chunk chocolate cookie and the chicken bake. And there's so many. I would say there's more cult followers for Costco than there is for Disneyland. Or it's about the same, I would think. There are those people, like I've talked about many times, who just simply don't listen. No matter how many times you emphasize the same thing, they will just ignore you, or it might just go through one ear, out the other. A human finger was found in Tacoma, Washington, finally been returned to its owner. It was found on July 5th. So the officials believed it had perhaps been the result of a fireworks accident. Local hospitals did not have any record of such an injury on the 4th of July. The owner of the finger saw the story on the local news and came forward to claim his body part. He wants to remain anonymous simply because I would think he's too embarrassed to admit he stupidly did not follow the directions and blew his own finger off. He did say, yeah, I did injure myself with the fireworks, and it does not appear any charges will be filed at this time. If the guy lost a finger, give him a break. He's going to embarrassingly be missing. Which finger is it? That's what I want to know. Is there a picture of his hands online? I would feel like if you had to lose a finger, which one would be the most useless or the best to lose in that situation? Maybe the pinky? Yeah, I would say the pinky. I'm looking down at my hand like, oh, I'm sure if somebody walks by the window here in the building, they're going to be like, why is Peaches just staring at his hand? And then this right here is your Shot Clock Sports Update. LeBron James is about to do something no U.S. basketball player has done, and that is be the men's flag bearer at the Olympic opening ceremonies Friday in Paris. He was voted for the duty by his fellow athletes. He said in a statement, for a kid from Akron, though, there's that phrase he always says, I'm just a kid from Akron. This responsibility means everything to not only myself, but to my family, all the kids in my hometown, my teammates, fellow Olympians, and so many people across the country with big aspirations. Training camps for almost all 32 NFL teams are underway as players and coaches get ready for the start of the 2024 season. One high-profile player, Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love, missed his first day of practice yesterday because he and the team hadn't yet agreed to terms on a new contract. While it didn't seem like there was much animosity or drama, Love's agent was very clear the quarterback wasn't stepping foot on the practice field until that contract gets signed and Love gets paid. And some more pro football news in a way that Travis and Jason Kelce just released their own cereal. That's really just a mix of a bunch of different sugary General Mills flavors inspired by a conversation the brothers had on one of their episodes of their podcast. They've partnered with General Mills to create a special combo box called the Kelce Mix Cereal. What a creative name that is. Features Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, and Reese's Puffs all in one box. Would I eat it? Absolutely. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Barrel 101. I'll be traveling here soon this Friday. I'll be heading back home, like I said. Going to be back at home for a week, coming back Monday, August 4th. And I was looking into this article, the 25 unwritten rules of flying you're probably breaking. Number 1, never ask if you can skip someone in the security line. Never once wanted to do that. I don't like cutting people in line or being that guy that's like, hey, can I go in front of you, please? My flight's leaving soon. I had someone ask me that. I'm like, sure, go right ahead. If your flight's leaving soon, you need to catch it, go for it. 2, don't get upset if the TSA agents are rude to you. And they're constantly screaming all day long. They're repeating the same stuff. And guess what? Just like I talked about before, people don't listen, especially nowadays. I'm sure there are people that went, huh? Oh, I didn't know. I saw 4 signs that said the same thing over and over again, but I just ignored them. Just be polite with TSA. You'll get right through as fast as possible. Don't cause a traffic jam at security check. Don't cause a traffic jam anywhere, whether it's driving, at the grocery store, when you're that person who pays with a check. One time somebody did that. I think there were like a couple people in front of me, and I'm like, that's it. And I just walked out of the store. I just did not. I was already mad that day, and then as soon as I saw the old lady slowly pull a checkbook out of her bag, I just walked right out of the store. And don't ask a stranger to watch your stuff. Well, yeah, of course. Don't treat the terminal like your living room. Who does that? Presumably due to magic in the air, this article says, magic being shorthand for jet fumes, the terminal turns people into remarkable multitaskers. Where else can somebody manage to loudly FaceTime their uncle on speaker while removing their shoes, eating 12-piece buckets of KFC? This article's going crazy. You can't get mad if someone cuts you during boarding. Don't be mean to flight attendants. That's another one. If you can't lift your own bag, don't carry it on. Save your farts for the bathroom. Who's going to be that person who's just going to let it rip on a plane? It's hot outside, of course. It's summertime. Heat wave, heat wave, heat wave, as I've mentioned a bunch of times on this show. Everyone knows you should never leave children and pets inside a hot car. Those people should be arrested if they even attempt to do so. But there are many lesser-known things that could be potentially dangerous if left inside a vehicle, especially under scorching summer temperatures like we've been having. For instance, that clear plastic water bottle left in the cup holder right there could actually pose a very serious risk. Yeah, these experts warn it could actually start a fire. Sunlight beaming into the car can be reflected by the water in the bottle and actually ignite a fire inside the car if it's hot enough, which in places like Phoenix, Vegas, other major cities where it's notoriously hot because guess what? They're in a desert. That can happen. Water that's been in an extremely hot plastic bottle could be contaminated with toxins. There's another buzzword, toxins. Electronics with lithium batteries. I knew about that one. Like an electric scooter, vape, whatever. Get it out of the car. They could explode. Other everyday items that should not be left in a hot car. Things like aerosol cans, canned and bottled soda, cigarette lighters, medicine, and alcohol. Get it out of the car. You might as well keep it out of the car year long because, in the summertime, it's at risk of, exploding or whatever. And in the wintertime, it's the same thing for drinks especially. You always see those people that just move into an area where it snows during the winter. They think it's okay to, leave a can of soda in their car because, well, it's almost like the outdoors has turned into a refrigerator. So when they get back into the car next, that can of soda is going to be nice and cold and refreshing. When they come back to their car, they open the door and see the soda exploded and it froze inside their vehicle. It's always funny to see that online. It's not a party without Viktor Welch showing up.
That's right. We're going to throw a party tonight in Boise. Yeah.
And don't tell people that. They might show up.
Drive to Boise. Leave right now, and you might make it in time.
How are we still here then?
Party. Magic of radio.
True.
Because we're partying in Boise. Where again? The Budget Inn?
The Budget Inn. Have you seen this place?
You told me about it. Didn't sound very nice in Boise. If we have a Budget Inn around here, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Yeah, look at it.
All right. You know how well my eyes work? I think I might have stayed at that hotel before.
Oh, okay. Then I won't talk crap about it.
I like dive motels as long as there's not mold on the walls. That's where I draw the line. Or
bed bugs?
Bed bugs.
Those are okay, but mold isn't?
Yeah, I'm fine with people or critters snacking on me while I sleep, sure. Okay.
Gets rid of the dead skin. It's like a nice spa treatment.
So if anybody's listening and doesn't know what's going on, it was last week. We posted in the Idaho Falls subreddit that Peaches was having a birthday party, and he was inviting people out because he needed friends. I need to make some friends or meet a special someone. And I think people in the Idaho Falls subreddit had fun with it. There were a lot of happy birthday messages. I'm guessing a lot of them from K-Bear listeners. We figured we'd try Smug Boise. All right, Peaches, read the post first off, because you said it's a little bit different.
It says, "Hey, Boise friends, I'm Brendan, and I'm super excited to celebrate my 28th birthday in this amazing city. For years, I've heard so much about how great Idaho Falls and East Idaho is compared to Boise, but I'm here to see it for myself. And what better way to experience Boise's hospitality than by throwing a party at the Budget Inn? Question mark? I'm inviting all of you Boise Indians to join me for a fun-filled evening. Let's show everyone why Boise is the place to be. Whether you're a longtime resident or new to the city, your presence would mean the world to me. We'll have music, good vibes, and maybe even a surprise or two. Let's make this a birthday to remember. Can't wait to celebrate with you all and prove that Boise is where the party's at. Feel free to comment or message me if you have any questions. See you there."
All right. You said you've gotten 2 comments. The mods in the Boise subreddit are terrible because you posted that during the morning show.
Around 8:40.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it just barely got posted to their page.
Well, we've had 2 comments. So one was a minute ago. The other one was 11 minutes ago at the time of this recording here. Angriest Peasant commented, "Happy 28th.
All right.
You may want to say today or specify a date." I'll reply back saying, "Oh, I know, I'm not logged in." What should I say to this person? Should I say, "It's tonight, you better get there"?
It's tonight, be there. It's going to be a
but
rager.
I don't want the Budget Inn to have all of a sudden a whole bunch of strangers showing up.
Well, hey, we're here for the party.
Because then they'll see, you/Brendan Peach posted this post, and then they'll Google search who I am and find out that, he's an East Idaho radio DJ.
I think they're giving him a free plug. It looks like a beautiful place, the Budget Inn, Boise.
Dork Othy Parker, happy birthday. Does Budget Inn actually permit this? No fireworks, capiche?
All right, so far it's kind of going like the Idaho Falls one. Very nice, very nice.
I want to see somebody actively get upset about this post. And I don't want any one of our listeners to go over there and find this post and then pretend to be upset.
Yeah, listeners, don't do that. Don't. We'll look at your profile and see if you're a local. We'll be able to find out.
Okay.
All right?
Is it creepy that way?
That's right. We're going to creep on your profile. We'll find out what you've been posting and what you've been liking.
So I'm hoping that tomorrow...
We're going to dox you! That's what we're going to do!
Considering I get emails about every comment on this post, I'm hoping by tomorrow we have a whole bunch more.
Well, the Boise subreddit is much more active than the Idaho Falls subreddit.
Well, I think Yellowstone is taking the spotlight away from my Boise post.
Oh, yeah, it's probably all of Reddit. Yellowstone's going to blow!
Yeah, that, and then
geez.
also, like, there's people tired of the smoke in Boise. That's the trend right now in r/Boise.
Welcome to Boise. Boise's summers are horrible. They're horrible. My buddy Nick, who lives there, he has just been leaving town, and he comes back to basically stock up on supplies, and he goes out to the woods. He's like, I'm not staying in Boise. It's been 107, 110 for days and days. It sucks here. It's all smoky.
Well, there's a hate crime in Boise. That's a trending post.
Hate crime?
Yeah, Californians suck.
What?
On the wall, right there.
Oh, my goodness. That's a hate crime on a Californian.
Yeah. What gives? I'm going to go in that city right now. Be like, I'm here. I'm celebrating my birthday.
You should have mentioned in that post that you just moved here from California.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know, say,
I need to fix that.
You could put that in your comment that you leave about the parties tonight. Be like, sorry, I'm used to in California when we say party, everybody just knows it's today.
We drink real beer and that we're superior. And then all these Boiseanians are just numbers, okay? Or just statistics for my party.
Yeah, you could start trashing.
Peasants.
You could start trashing Boise breweries. Like,
oh yeah, I've heard the Boise breweries suck compared to Ballast Point
exactly.
in Long Beach, California. Oh,
Ballast Point, man, that's some top quality. I used to be very mad when I drank lots of beer. Of course, when I started trying to not drink tons of beer, Ballast Point popped up all over the place around here. That grapefruit sculpin, top quality.
Is that one of your favorites?
It is. But it's trouble.
It's a pattern of me to bring you back a T-shirt every time I go back down to California. So I might either bring you a Grill 'Em All burger T-shirt that says "Death to Fake Burgers" on it.
I like the sound of that.
Which I feel like that's 100% Viktor.
That's pretty nice. I like that.
Versus a Ballast Point T-shirt, because I don't know if you're still trying to.
I'm trying to behave myself. Well, only really special occasions.
Well, you can just walk around with that Ballast Point shirt on around Boise and be like, Superior Brewery.
Superior to all your brews.
And they'll be like, name 3 IPAs, and you're like, Grapefruit Sculpin, and maybe 2 others, because I can't think of any, because I'm not a drinker.
And regular Sculpin.
Sure. Parts of the country have experienced record-breaking heat wave this summer, which has caused many problems that were expected, and one that wasn't. Southwest Airlines says that many of their flights, especially those leaving from the country's hottest spots in the West, have had a problem with soda cans just suddenly exploding mid-flight. Isn't that great to hear? Just a loud pop when you're 36,000 feet in the air. The airline has reported at least 20 incidents where flight attendants have been injured by exploding cans. Southwest says it believes the cans were too hot when they were loaded onto planes, and combined with the cabin pressure at 30,000 feet made them susceptible to bursting. Southwest says it is working to fix the problem, has instructed airport workers to check the temperature of the cans before loading them onto planes. Here's a helpful tip. Switch to maybe I don't know, a different container, it's so stupid. Like, why do we need to have cans? So at least Southwest, it's free, right? Allegiant, the airline that I use, you have to purchase them. Or you could become a credit card holder, which I am. Oh, good for you, Peaches. And you get that 1 free drink per flight. Whoa, that's a VIP upgrade right there. Only the big dogs of that airline get a tiny little soda for free. Every time I have to pull down that table when I'm sitting there on the airplane, I'll share a photo next time. Not only is it hard for me to sit in one of those tiny seats when they sardine you onto a plane, but to even lower that table in front of me, it makes it so much more claustrophobic than it needs to be. I'm sitting there like leaning back in my chair, trying not to bump the table, knock my soda over, spill it all over the floor, make the floor all sticky. The people next to me already hate me because I'm invading into their space. Because I can't help it. Those seats are just way too tiny on planes. Oh man, I really hate air travel most of the time. I wish they would just say, hey, you know what? Let's remember that there are big people out there, like legitimately tall people. I'm not saying big as in like 5'8" and 400 pounds. I'm saying like 6'9". As soon as you reach past like 6'5", people stop caring about you. There's no car out there for you. There's hardly any cars out there for you. There's barely any roller coasters you can fit on. And there's, of course, the airplanes, which if I were to ever fly to Australia, oh man, would I hate that. I would have to have a first class ticket. There's no way I'm sitting in one of those seats for, 13 hours in one flight? I would lose my mind. K-Bear 101, well, we found our next movie. There we go. Great white sharks on cocaine. Cocaine bear already exists. Let's just do cocaine sharks. Real-life sharks have been found off the coast of Brazil with very high concentrations of cocaine in their system. I do like the joke that's made here. Researchers grew suspicious when the sharks kept grinding their teeth and wouldn't shut up. That's pretty wild to say. Cocaine sharks. What would let's Google this real quick. What would cocaine do to a shark? And let's see if it's possible sharks do not metabolize cocaine as quickly as do humans, and a longer lasting presence of the drug could disturb their endocrine system and thus hormone regulation. That's not nearly as fun. I thought, they would go wild. They start jumping out of the water, being extra crazy. Wait, there's already a cocaine shark out there? Oh, it came out last year? Oh. So they just turned the movie into a real thing, is what you're saying. Peaches Pit Party on K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. I did find this meme funny about, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't perform the national anthem perfectly. I was drunk. Ingrid Andress, the country singer, she was doing the national anthem for the home run derby. Butchered it. People were making fun of her. And then she went to, she admitted herself into rehab because she was drunk and she's had a drinking problem. So I'm glad she addressed it. Glad she got herself in rehab. And then somebody commented with this whole Pantera photo of saying, oh, that's cute. you got drunk and couldn't perform. That's cute. But I'm glad for her. I'm glad she's finding a way to say, hey, I do have a problem. Gonna go to rehab and hopefully fix it. Now, I'm hoping she does fast. Well, it also helped her in a way. I heard Justin Pierce from 105 The Hawk talking about this, that her streaming numbers have gone up like 50% because of that horrid national anthem performance. So maybe that's the way you're supposed to do it. Maybe I'll bring attention to my show. Go do the national anthem at like the Idaho Falls Chuckers game? And you know how terribly I sing. You don't imagine me singing. I somehow just butcher it completely. Viktor records it off to the side, puts it out there online. Listen to this horrible national anthem done by Peaches from K-Bear 101. And then we just put a link to listen to us or download the app. Somehow, someway we get more app downloads that way. It could work. It could work. And this is today's What the Headline. So a man is in jail after committing what might be described as a Florida man trifecta. Public intoxication, theft, and indecent exposure. Police responded to a call about some unruly man at a Marriott hotel on Marco Island. Officers arrived. A group of people at the pool say an extremely intoxicated man stole their phones, which they had wrapped up inside a towel left on their table. While the group was arguing with the drunken man, three women approached the officers and told them that while they were in the hot tub, he exposed himself. And of course, if that wasn't enough trouble, while deputies were questioning him, he stood up from his chair, pulled down his swimsuit again, showing himself off. Hernandez was, of course, arrested, charged with, a whole bunch of stuff. GTA 6 is about to have unlimited updates. You know how GTA 6 is taking place in Florida? Oh, man, it's going to be great. They're just going to see stories like this and then add them as characters, as NPCs to the game. You just have everyone going crazy in the background while you're also going crazy. I've seen more and more of those Cybertrucks driving around town. I want to know if there's more in production now, because I think at one point not too long ago my buddy Bryson told me that there was only 4,000 of them on the road, and I've seen I at the time I saw one or two on the roads, but then now all of a sudden I'm seeing them once out of every 5 times I drive, just one going the opposite direction. I look at it, I'm like, wow, that's a unique looking vehicle. Costs a lot of money for one of those too. It's about $100,000+. Well, if that's too much for you, why don't you drive it in Fortnite? That's right. You can now use a Tesla Cybertruck as a combat vehicle in the game, which I was talking with Josh from Classy 97 about. For some reason, me and him just play Fortnite with each other, and we'll just drive around the map. He'll drive me, and I'll be like, dude, you got to be careful, man. He's going crazy. He's driving like he's Mad Max off these ramps and everything. most of the time it works out because we'll just get out of the car and start, eliminating other squads. It's a fun time for sure. Maybe we should do that as a nice, hey, hang with Viktor and Peaches on Discord. Just play Fortnite with us. We'll have to talk to him about that. K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. I know the Olympics, for some reason, has not been popular this year. You have all these people over in Europe that are anti-tourist, saying, hey, quit coming to Barcelona. There was even a whole bunch of people in Canada complaining about other people showing up. I just think, I don't know what started all this. Like, it just started happening this year where everyone's like, hey, stay where you're at and be there. Don't explore. And so, of course, with the Olympics, I understand the Olympics coming to town, that causing a whole bunch of issues just because for a long period of time, you're going to have so many people where there usually isn't. You're going to have people parking in your spot, crowding up your street, crowding up your favorite restaurant to go to. Instead of a 10-minute wait, there's now a 2-hour wait only because the Olympics are in town and there's people from all over the world coming to one city. Like I said, was it yesterday about how the 2028 Olympics, I'm not exactly how that's going to work because it's in Los Angeles and there's already no parking, no places to go, 2-hour waits everywhere. Are they going to become 4-hour waits? Yeah, they're going to be taking place at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. That is going to be awful. They better have all the traffic flow. How are you going to control that many people and just have every single person, like what we have with our 4th of July celebration? We have all the pre-planned traffic exits and all that stuff. They're not going to do that at all with this. LA is so horribly built. There's one highway in and out of Burbank, California. And a majority of people in LA go to Burbank for their jobs. And I went there. I went to Burbank for my internship. You wouldn't believe that there's only one highway in and out of the city. Like I said, I can't imagine this many people, hundreds of thousands of people showing up for the Olympics. Oh, it's going to be awful. This question blew up on our Facebook group, K-Bear 101 Idaho Rock and Metal. I shouldn't say blew up on the same day that the Biscuit Basin blew up. It's too soon, Peaches, too soon. To Peach their own, what's your most money-consuming hobby? At the time of this recording, almost 100 or more than 140 comments. Oh, Stuart, I no longer have hobbies because they require too much money, but I do probably have $2,000 to $3,000 in RC cars. Yeah, hobbies are quite expensive. Unless you're doing something that's like, I don't know, drawing, and you just have to pay for the different pencils, maybe. Maybe you can just stick to one pencil and pieces of paper. That there are back-to-school sales happening right now where you can just simply buy a notebook for like 45 cents. You can just fill that up with drawings like what most students are doing during school instead of learning. I say that because I did it myself. Robin put in getting tattoos. I would love to try to get a tattoo or two, but I would also show up back home to my mom and be like, hey, look what I got, and then she would kill me. Concerts was a very popular answer. There are many concerts happening this year and definitely next year as well. I'm anticipating a lot of shows next year, and I mean a lot more than this year, just because, bands want to go out and tour, make that money. So to Peach their own, what's your most money-consuming hobby? 208-535-1015. Let me know that answer for to Peach their own. So what's your most money-consuming hobby?
Hot Wheels.
You've showed me those collectible Hot Wheels before, right, on Facebook?
Yep.
Yeah. I saw some Instagram reel recently of this guy hosting some sort of like shop in his hotel room, and he had all these Hot Wheels laying out. And it went viral for whatever reason, so I saw it on my feed talking about, hey, if you're wanting some Hot Wheels, if you're wanting your fix, you come to room 2112, and there's a whole bunch of them laying out. There's people walking around picking out different cars.
Yeah, I've known of people that have done things like that, or they'll post yard sales, and basically it's totes upon totes, come dig through them.
Are there a lot of people who collect them? Like, are you part of any Facebook group involving Hot Wheel collectors?
I am involved in 2 different groups that are national groups.
Wow.
That people post back and forth of what they found for the day, or gripe about the scalpers, because there are what is called scalpers in this collection.
I can only imagine.
Oh, let's buy 65 of the same car. and then go turn around and put them on eBay for $5 a car, and you bought them for $1.
Hey, K-Bear, how's it going?
It's going great.
Now, what is your most money-consuming hobby?
My money-consuming hobby is a full-size cannon.
Oh, really?
Blackwater cannon. It between the projectile and the lead, it's almost $24 a shot.
Wow. And you get to shoot that thing quite often, or do you? I mean, it's quite expensive to shoot it.
I rebuilt it last winter, and we took it out this spring twice.
And how was it?
Good. It's a full-size 6-pound cannon. So
That'd be cool.
65-inch barrel, 42-inch wheels. It works.
Well, that'd be really cool. I would love to see that sometime.
It's a blast. No pun intended.
K-Bear, how's it going?
How are you doing, Peaches?
I'm doing fantastic. What's going on?
I was just calling for a question on an answer to your question.
Yeah, what's your most
expensive hobby?
Yeah, what's your most money-consuming hobby?
I play dart leagues, and it can get a little spendy at times. You got to buy that aiming fuel.
Aiming fuel? What do you mean?
Alcohol.
Ah.
You got to buy those beers, and that can get spendy at times.
That's true. Very true. K-Bear, what's happening?
Nothing much. You want to know my favorite hobby?
What's your favorite hobby, Jay?
Guns.
You with guns sounds terrifying. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.